Hey there, beloved Ascension pioneers, and welcome to my short Ascension update here from our beautiful snowy mountains. I really want to make this short because I'm running out of camera battery. All of my other cameras are freezing. My computer is going insane. We have a pretty deep Mercury retrograde at this time, which is telling us to slow down. So I just want to pinpoint that I have an Ascension update already on my SoundCloud profile, where there is an audio recording of the energy update for this month. February is bringing us a lot of freedom. And what I really want to stress here, what Spirit is guiding me, is that freedom of the Aquarius, which is the freedom of the New Age, which means that Aquarius is almost like the archetype of the air and the water, which means that divine mind and divine heart are merging as one. That is the principle of the Sword of Truth and the Chalice of Life, and I share about this in my energy update, how we can do this short exercise to really invite in and merge with our cup of life. Because recently Spirit showed me that the word Elven itself means full of life of consciousness and spirit. So when we are able to fully revitalize from inside out and be self-sustainable and be self-sustaining in a way through our soul alchemy, and I share about this a lot recently, but I want to also pinpoint that what's really taking place is this month there's like this opening taking place, and I didn't even know when I wrote about this, and then I was guided to calculate, and we have a number 1 universal month, which is new beginnings. So we're almost like offered a clean slate completely. And what's taking place is what Spirit reminded me, that a lot of souls who are choosing physical ascension for the first time, they really need to ask themselves what are they devoting themselves to, what is their main first and utmost devotion, because a lot of the first waves of our ascension, the beings that are going through this the first time in their soul experience, what they're doing is they're putting everything else aside because ascension becomes a pure focus. I remember a while ago somebody read to me from Master Serapis Bey, who is also embodied on the white ray of ascension and devotion and purity. And what really is important here is that dedication, and it's going to come up for us more and more, but especially the souls who are going through this experience the first time, they need to realize that everything else will come to them. They will always be supported no matter what when they focus on their ascension. One such example is my mother, because she used to serve a lot and help others and be, she was working with children all her life. And what Spirit showed me recently was that it's not the same to be servant and to be of service, to be great cosmic service. And when we start to actually move into ascension, we have a helicopter there in the background, and when we really start to move into our ascension, what's taking place is that this begins to be like a new journey of your cosmic service, when you will operate on a new level of cosmic service. So therefore it is much needed for you to move through that, and therefore the focus will be mainly on you, and a lot will be just about you. And that there's not supposed to be any like feeling bad about it, because ascension becomes your priority, and you shift from doing things for others all the time, and you will be of service. That doesn't mean it stops. It's just because it's moving and upgrading to a higher level with your ascension, this becomes your pure focus. So we have quite an interesting landscape here. We have some almost like tiny avalanches, we have helicopters, we have pure fresh snow, and I really wanted to make this update short because, like I said, the machines and it's just not working properly, because we're really guided to trust that there's appropriate time and space for everything. And when things act up this way, it means that we really need to go deep within. And I shared a blog on my Ascension Pioneers Diary on how you really move through these retrograde periods by understanding them on a deeper level, what they really mean, and how we move through them with grace, not through struggle and making things harder than they are when they really flow. So there's going to be lots of creative potential in the air, and I realized that this is probably because I'm not an astrologer, but I've seen there's this beautiful aspect of several planetary stelliums that are going to be in Pisces, which is the sign of spiritual love, and of course creativity, divine creativity. And when I say divine creativity, that means that which sparks from your true divinity or divine nature, not that you're just doing things and you're saying I'm creating them, but you create them inspired by Spirit. And this is also how I create all my art. So I'll be more focused on doing my webpage when I get my computers intact. And maybe, I don't know how much I will be able to share, but as soon as I get everything on the new track. I'm going to be sharing and I'm going to be doing lots of new materials as well. So this retrograding period is in a way a blessing because it's bringing us that deepening of the self, deepening of that trust. Because sometimes people still say, how is it enough? You know, it's kind of almost like, sometimes I receive these comments that it's almost arrogant to think that you are all that you need, but it's not true. Because when you start the path of self-mastery, you do realize that you are it, that you are mastering yourself through you. And this is what many cosmic masters already tried to show us, and in their own ways, in their own paths. But we are here now, you know, we're the ones who are walking this. And this Aquarius energy, and as you know, Saint Germain is the master of our new Aquarian age, the guide for this new, like Jesus was, the Jeshua was in the Piscean age. And what recently Spirit showed me is, yes, the Piscean age served to really move deeper into the core of our spirituality and realize who we are in that essence. But now in the Aquarian age, we'll be moving more towards creativity through that pure freedom. Like Aquarius is one of the most pure, all-accepting, all-loving signs, very much about freedom of being. So we're being offered this greater sense of freedom. And you will find your way, your soul will guide you what that greater freedom means for you, because on each level of awareness, freedom will mean something different for you. A lot of times we say, well, I'm already free, and then something new comes up and you see, wow, I can free myself even more. And this is this path of the new. It's very simple, it's very blissful, and yes, you can only share it by really living it. So this is it for today, and I send you so much love for my beautiful winter fairy tale magical landscape here in the mountains. And as always, so much love, wisdom, and power. Take care. Bye-bye. Beloved Divine Companions, I wanted to share this divine beauty with you. The mountains, when they're freshly snowed in, radiating such peace, such bounty, beauty. And of course the water stream running here in the silence, and the cup of life, everything that is full of life, and it's constantly revitalizing itself, making itself brand new, brand new. Little bridge to cross. Are we gonna cross over to the new? I'm sure we will. Not now, but taking you back to the mountains. And as always, so much love, wisdom, and power. Take care.